All right. Okay, well, welcome everybody to an interview with the amazing Sabrina Corriveau, who lives in Quebec in Canada. And Sabrina, you have been doing some pretty amazing things. So first off, I want to congratulate you on earning the trip to Montego Bay, Jamaica already. And
Thank
we
you.
still have 3.5 months to go of the trip contest. So that's amazing. Congratulations to you.
Thanks.
And I know a big key for you has been enrolling lots of new stylists. You're doing parties, you're doing events. And so all of these things are adding up to help you meet new people. So 25 new stylists that you've enrolled so far this year. We still have a couple weeks to go, so congratulations on that.
Thanks.
And inquiring minds want to know, what the heck is Sabrina doing? What is going on over there? And so tell us a little bit about how the year started, because you did not have those stellar numbers in the beginning of the year. So what changed for you?
No, you're right. And it's funny that you're talking about that incentive trip to Montego Bay, because this is right where my mindset changed after the national conference in Phoenix. When I saw the way this incentive trip program was built, I was like, it's built for enrollers. So I better be starting now enrolling as much as I can so I can get to that trip. I really want to go to Jamaica. I always wanted to go, and I was really excited. So this is right where it changed for me, and I started talking more about this great opportunity, just the way I did when I first started. You know, when I first started as a stylist last year, I was really excited. I was talking and offering this opportunity to a lot of people around me, but it was more to my friends and the people of my friends. So it wasn't to total strangers. But this year, I've been doing more parties than I used to at the beginning of the year. Since August, I've been doing a lot of Facebook parties, and I've been doing vendor events that have been really helpful for me to recruit new people.
That's great. And so let's talk about the parties first, because some of our stylists do lots of parties. Some have yet to delve into the online parties. So when you're meeting people on Facebook, because that's how you're doing your parties, how do you cultivate the interest for them to even take a look at Color Street as a business?
I always go in private message with all the members of the groups. I try to build connections. I try to get to know them. And this is really fun. I love meeting new people and making connections and getting to know them, because it feels more real. Because sometimes it drives me crazy. I'm like, oh my goodness, I never see anybody in this party, but I sell. But the point, yes, it's to sell, but it's also to make connections and to grow your network. And this is what have been good for me, because some of these members, some of these guests, they've been connecting me to people in their family that would be that may be interested in this opportunity. I met with these people, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but it's okay. You need to speak with a lot of people to grow your network and to get to know people and to get new stylists in your team.
Okay, and I love that. So for all of our introverts out there, the people that are a little bit shy to start those conversations, so what does making a connection look like? Like, what do you say to them to start that connecting conversation?
Well, starting by getting to know them, their personal interest, and talking about yourself too. So obviously, you'll make connections somewhere if it's about sports or about what is your I don't know, your favorite colors for your nails, or what do you do for a living, or oh, my sister does the same as you, or you make connection at some point, and
Uh-huh.
after that, well, they see me through this week, this party, how it can be, well, it can be really easy to do this kind of party because it's always the same, and it saves me a lot of time and a lot of energy, and I think that's what people are looking for. uh, they don't want to involve themselves in something complicated. They want something simple. So when I enroll through parties, uh, I think it's a little bit easier because they already know what they will involve themselves into. Compared to vendor events, it's totally different because some people that I met in vendor events, they don't even know that we're a party plan company at the first sight. When they see us, they don't know. So we need to explain more. But during parties, to make connections, yes, I ask about their personal interest, and I also tell them my story. I tell them how much I'm in love with that product, and at the beginning, I tell them about my mother-in-law who introduced me to that company because she know you, she knew you, Shanda, and how great was the product, and we were so crazy about it when we first try in our kitchen. And this is where I got the idea of, well, maybe I could try selling it because I had no selling background. So just tell them about your story. It works. It needs to be true. It needs to be authentic. And that's what people like, I think. Uh, People don't like to yes, they all have dreams, but you need to work hard to be successful in this kind of company. So just talk about your story and be yourself.
Yeah, and I love that advice because even if you're doing coloristry as a hobby or something fun and social to do or to earn a little extra income,
Yeah,
somebody will relate to that. So it doesn't matter what your story is, just develop your story. So that's really great advice. Now, you
exactly.
said at vendor events, it's different. So, how do you, because you have enrolled a good number of people from vendor events. So how is that happening and how do you make that process work?
Yes, vendor events are a really good way to meet with new people,
Mhm.
but you don't have that much time as you do into a party, a full week party. You have a very short period of time to talk about yourself and about the product, and it goes really fast. But my best advice would be to not to hesitate to talk about when you see that someone is excited about the product. You first introduce to people with the testers, of course, as
Mhm.
always. So they try the product on, and when they're amazed by it, this is the right time to talk about this great opportunity because it might be for uh, their daughter, their sister, their mom, anybody in their family, or even for themselves. So when I see that someone is amazed by the product, I always go for that discussion. I talk about myself. Like, I know, me too. I'm crazy about this product. I've been, my mind was blown away when I first tried it, just like you. And this is right where I decided to sell it, and this is a great opportunity for everybody. Everybody can sell it. And then I talk about my team. So I talk that I have a team of You don't need to have a big team to call yourself a team anyway.
You could be one, a team of
Just
one.
be
I have
you
a
and
team
call
of one.
yourself a team. So talk about your team and talk that you're always looking for new people to sell the product. And if you do a vendor event in another city, okay, always say, I come from far, but I'm here today to grow my team. Yes, for selling that amazing product, but the first goal was to come here and find people who wants to sell it, because people likes to buy from, they like to buy from someone local. So that's where I always go for that conversation. And when I talk about my story, I first start selling it last year. My team, I've grown so much since. I've sold so many nail strips since. I tell a few numbers, of course, but it's not about the numbers. It's only about your excitement and that you truly believe in that opportunity. And when I talk about my story, that I have no sales background first, and you don't need to be a seller to sell that product, it sells itself. And I finish by asking them, do you know someone that could be interested in a new challenge, in an extra income, in selling that product? And very often they say, oh yes, me, I might be maybe interested selling it. It's really surprising. Try it. It's really surprising how people are interested in a new challenge, in a new hobby. It can be a hobby. Well, and after that, I always ask them if they allow me to send them the link to my opportunity meeting for the upcoming week. I host opportunity meetings every week since the beginning, since I first started as a stylist, every week. So you can always invite people over, and your team can do the same. They can invite people to your meeting, and this is really helpful. And for me personally, having a commitment like this to myself, I'm committed to myself to bring people to my opportunity meeting every week. So I need to keep going and to talk about this opportunity all the time.
I love that because it holds yourself accountable to getting people on the meeting, because you also, your team is able to invite people to that meeting. And I know it's all in French, so it's a great support system for them, and you'll need that. So super, super, super smart. And I know your mother-in-law, Hélène Marcoux, is brilliant, and she's done such a great job teaching you so many good things.
Yes.
Yeah, so with the leads, now do you do like the little lead slips at your events, and how do you follow up with those?
Always do these lead sheets, and well, I try to follow up the night of the event with all the people who wanted to receive the newsletter, the application video, because I want to make sure that if people try to do their first mani the night of the event, I want to make sure that they do it correctly.
Yeah.
And the day after, I do the follow-ups with all the people who wants more info about becoming a stylist and hosting a party.
Yeah, that's great. So smart, because the fortune is in the follow-up, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have any other tips or advice for just having those authentic conversations with people that you're meeting out and about, at events, at parties? Like any other advice for somebody that is not strong at enrolling? Maybe they haven't gotten on that change. So we want to just help them to look at things a little bit differently? Like, what is enrolling doing for you?
Well, enrolling is giving me the strength to continue and to grow my business. I just feel confident. Be yourself and ask for connections. If it's not for that person, ask her to refer you to someone in her family or in her friends or colleagues at work. We all know a lot of people. So can you imagine all the women you can meet through someone you meet at a vendor event or in your party? So don't hesitate and just be confident and try it. It takes a lot of people. When I do it, let's say a vendor event, if I talk to 30 people about this opportunity, only 20 of them will accept me to send them the link to my meeting. But out of 20, only 5 will show up. And out of 5, only 2 or 3 will sign up. It's okay. It's not for everybody. It's okay. We need customers too, okay? So it's not for everybody, but don't hesitate to offer it. You like being a stylist, so you can now change people's lives by offering that opportunity. So that's a great chance that we have. We can change people's life. So don't hesitate to offer it. That would be my biggest advice. And host your opportunity meetings. It's never too soon to host meetings. You will feel more confident. Of course, at the beginning, I had a hard time with the compensation plan and everything and all the details. And it took me a lot of time to be really confident and strong during my meetings. But you know what? When there was only one guest, it doesn't really matter. It's like you practice, okay? And you need practice. It's fine. So try to host your meeting. That would be a good challenge to yourself, and you will see the difference in a year in your business.
Oh, I love that advice, Sabrina. So smart, so smart. Thank you again for taking the time to share with us.
You're welcome.
Congratulations again on all of your successes. I'm so excited for you and proud of you. And I just love the Frenchies, all the Frenchies. Like, you guys are beautiful and so much fun to watch grow. So thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you, Shonda.
Bye, guys.
Bye.